Hello Smith Station. Welcome back to another edition of the Smith Station High School Updates. I know a lot of you have questions about this upcoming year, and my administrative staff and myself and central office have been working very hard since last week to provide some guidance. I know you are receiving information about the virtual opportunities this year for your students, and I just want to go ahead and discuss some of those so you can make the most informed decision for your child. The virtual opportunity, you will either get a letter in the mail or you've already received one giving you an option to do online learning for the 2020-2021 school year. Basically what that's going to look like is your child will be assigned an online experience. They will be able to get all their core classes on Edgenuity or on Access. A lot of the traditional options for electives that are provided here at the school may not be an option this year if you're doing online. However, online experience does not exclude you from extracurricular activities. Say, for instance, your child is a member of band or athletics. Even though during the school day they will not be able to come and participate in any of those opportunities, say weight room or in band classroom, they will after school be able to participate in practices and athletic events and band practice as well. So just to kind of clear that up as far as virtual, everything will be online. You will need internet access to be able to do that. All of our kids this year are going one-to-one with Chromebooks. So whether you're here at school or you're at home, you will be provided a Chromebook for a small expense for maintenance, and those guidelines will be provided at a later date. But everybody will have the opportunity to have a Chromebook issued from the school at their disposal. So you will have those opportunities. Again, the only thing you really have to have is the internet access at home for the virtual learning. So the expectations there, you will be required to log in every day and make progress as far as attendance. Your attendance will be taken based on your course progress through each one of the courses assigned. You will be able to work through those each day, and you will be able to have a teacher assigned to you based on subject matter that will be able to answer questions if you come across something that that you have questions about or unfamiliar with. So that deadline for making that choice is July 8th. We have to know whether you're going to do virtual learning or not by July 8th. If we do not get any paperwork from you, if we do not hear from you by July 8th, we assume that you're doing the traditional format. So some of you are asking questions, which is the better option as far as the health of my child and based on the current coronavirus situation. So here are some things that the administrative team and myself have been discussing to try to provide the safest experience here at school. So transportation in the morning, this is the way our school day will look. Transportation in the morning, those who ride buses, you will need to make sure that your child has the best precautions for boarding that bus. At this time, there are no standards for being on the bus. So we recommend that your child wear a face mask, that they stay as distanced as possible on the school bus. Now, some of you probably laugh at that because if you've ever been on a school bus, sometimes it gets pretty packed and some of our routes are pretty packed. So those are the things you'll have to talk with your child about sanitizing their hands, wearing a face mask, and make sure they keep their coughs and stuff in their hand or in their sleeve, or however you need to best tell them that they need to be cautious and sanitize. Once they get here on the bus, we're going to release them by wave as normal. Those that are car riders are going to stay in their car. We'll have supervision out there in the parking lot. There will be no movement from one car to the other while in the parking lot. So as of right now, when the cars come on campus, they are to stay in their car. We will release car riders at a later time in the morning, so we stagger those kids coming into the building. Kids will go directly to their first period class for the day, so we keep kids out of the hallway as much as possible. When we change classes, kids will be recommended to stay on the right side of the hall, and hopefully you provided a face mask. They can wear their face mask through the hall, and same kind of precautions as normal. Wash hands, don't get too close to somebody without a face mask, and so on. But those same guidelines have been given for the past few months, so I'm sure everybody's familiar with what they need to do. Lunch is going to be a grab and go kind of lunch. So kids will go into the cafeteria, they'll get their lunch, and they'll go back to the classroom. Again, keeping our kids separated as much as possible. And back to class changes, same thing with class changes. We're going to release sophomores at one time, juniors at one time, seniors at one time, so they're not all out in the hall at the same time. Again, staying away from each other, separate sides of the hall, moving from one class to the other. At the end of the day, it's going to be a similar format where we probably end the day a little bit earlier, stagger kids out of the building and onto buses or into the cars and home at that time. In between classes during the day, when students move from one class to the other, there's going to be a sanitation process that goes on in the classroom. Teachers will be using Triad to spray desks and equipment down and clean up before the next class comes in, again to limit exposure from one student to the other. So those are some of the ways that we're going to try to limit exposure with the kids here at school. Please make the most informed choice. That's what I'm trying to do, is give you information today that's going to help you make the choice whether you want your child to do the virtual option or come to school. And I promise you, we're going to take every precaution possible for your children here. I've got kids here as well, and we want to keep these kids protected every day, all day. So there's going to be more guidelines to come out, but we did meet this morning, and I want to give you as much information as I can to help you make those informed decisions. All right, some of the things that are coming up that are going to be new for this next year is we've started a tradition. We've gone back on several different names. I'm not sure what we're going to call it yet, but it's basically going to be a walkway for alumni. So if any of you watching this, previous alumni of Smith Station High School, and you want to be a part of this, I welcome you. On the website, you're going to see this week a form for filling out for a alumni brick. There's several different options on there. So if you're a previous alumni, pick an option that you would like to be in there, and we're going to put you in part of our walkway leading up to the school in the morning. So you'll have an option of purchasing a 4x8 brick, an 8x8 brick, or we even have little mini bricks that you can purchase as well. Make a good little paperweight or something like that. So I encourage you to do this. It's going to be an awesome tradition at Smiths High. You'll have your name down there for as long as that brick will last. Prices are not too bad. I recommend you pick the price that's best for you. We're going to lay these bricks down, like I said, leaving from the parking lot into the walkway to the school. And that brick will be there as long as the weather will permit for you. All right, guys, next thing we're going to talk about is parking for this year. We've got some dates that are set up. We're doing hang tags. I've kind of moved the parking around a little bit, but seniors are going to have a parking area. Sophomores and juniors will have a separate parking area as well. But seniors, at the end of this month, that is going to be July 27th and 28th, we're going to be open for you to come in and buy parking tags. This is going to be a first come, first serve, so you will be able to pick your spot where you want to be. Again, just like with the bricks, we're going to put this online this week, so you'll be able to see it, and you can fill out your form and go ahead and fill out your information so we have it when you come in to go ahead and get your parking spot. Parking is going to be just slightly more this year to cover all the new striping that we did. And in addition, a new tradition again that we're starting is seniors will be able to decorate their parking spaces this year. So there's certain guidelines for that. You'll also see the form online. Please visit the website and check out that form and fill that out as well. Senior decorations, August 7th. Let me verify that. August 7th. You'll be able to come out there during that day, during a certain time, and we'll put more information about it. But you'll be able to paint and personalize your parking space for a little extra fee. That way we can get that covered up at the end of the year, and you'll have your personalized parking space for the year. All right, guys, hopefully you've seen in your email, you've got an email from LifeTouch about your senior portraits. Senior portraits are coming up. You should have gotten a confirmation time. Please confirm that time with LifeTouch. Makeup days are going to be in October for the senior portraits. You have to do your senior portrait through LifeTouch as far as the formal picture. However, if you have somebody else that you would like to do for your other senior pictures, you're free to do that. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Hopefully this that I put out today is informative for you and help you out a little bit. I know you're all going to have a lot of questions. We all do at this time, and hopefully we'll have a good plan for you here soon as far as solid details. We will be putting out more videos as we continue to go along, more information to keep you abreast of what's going on here at the high school. And hopefully in the next segment or two, we'll talk about some athletics and what fall's looking like. So thanks, stay tuned, we'll see you soon.